Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Monday. We are back. The Collective Unfiltered podcast with myself, Alexis Hornbuckle, and my best friend for life, Jaimel Johnson, aka Boog. What up?
Hey,
Say what up.
Boog in the building. Let's go. Episode 23, Lex. We in our Jordan episode. What's up?
Hey, then that means we got to make it fire. You already know.
You already know.
And we got Bobby. We got the catfish himself on here, so you know it's about to be a great show. Before we get started, number one, thank y'all for checking back in, listening to us, or watching us. Hope you're doing a little bit of both. Thank you to our fans and viewers on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, on our website at thevolunteerroadshow.com, also on the collectiveunfiltered.com if you're watching it, and definitely big shout out to our sponsors. Hound Dogs of Knoxville and Kingston Pike, Tennessee Tap House on Peters Road, Orange Mountain Designs, Terry Holder over there holding that down, and Just Pass It Tutoring. Nelson Garcia owns that business down in Miami, Florida. We know school's starting back, so if y'all looking for a tutor K through 12, need to prep for your ACT, PSAT, SAT. ACT. Did I say both of them? I don't know. I got excited. But
oh no, you said a lot of T's, but I don't know if you got all the other letters right.
Word. Well, there's one T, and that's the University of
Tennessee, baby. Let's go.
We're going to talk a lot about us, but before we do, where y'all from? Where y'all watching from? Where y'all going to be calling in from? I see Denise from Indiana.
Yeah, Denise, Indiana. We got our girl Rachel in the building. What's up, Rachel?
What up? What up? Oh, look. Let's make sure they know to call in, participate, ask questions.
Absolutely.
865-424-1342. All right.
Go ahead, call in.
I think Rachel, she won. Was she the one that won the mask? I remember taking her mask to the mailbox when I was at Billy's.
Oh, it's in
so
the mail.
she should have it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let's
Rachel,
go, Rachel.
We're
trying to get you your mask.
Right.
Morristown. Right. Rachel's in Morristown.
Yeah, I sent it several days ago.
Rachel, once you get it, can you do us a favor and make sure you take a picture in it and tag the Volunteer Road Show as well as the Collective Unfiltered? That'd be awesome.
Absolutely.
Cashville, Big Slay in the building. My big brother's on the call. What's up, man?
Hey, what up, Slay?
What's up, Slay?
Jeff is from Rocky Top, man. You know we appreciate all of our Rocky Top friends, family, and fans.
Absolutely.
Well, go ahead, man. I'm gonna let you kind of start it off. You've done some good research and we got some good information about sports, about the NCAA. So let them know.
Of course, I know everybody. Everybody on Rocky Top is tuned in. You know, the SEC just released that good 10-game schedule with the option of also having one kind of non-conference game, which I know Notre Dame is on a couple schedules, but yeah, SEC football, September 26th. How you feel about that, Lex? 10-game schedule, conference only with, I believe it's one non-conference game. As you know, the NCAA canceled all fall championships. So even though conferences may play, there's no championship at the end of it all. You know, the Big Ten, the Pac-12, they said no fall. Right. They're hoping to play in the spring. And, you know, the NCAA is still advising, like, it's not safe to play yet, but really they have no control. Let's just be quite honest. They have no control over individual conferences in college football. So how do you feel about, the SEC, the Big 12, and the ACC planning to play as of now?
I think it's a bold move. I think that if I was in college, I would definitely want to play, but going through playing overseas, playing professionally, period, and being 34, almost 35 years old, I look at my body and my life a little different. I don't think it's smart because you can't create a bubble situation like they do in the pros, right? You can't just isolate the athletes into a big bubble or wobble. I do know that the SEC did announce their medical protocols about a week ago or so, and it's a little bit made me feel a little bit better. But again, without that bubble/wobble situation or being able to monitor every single body that's in and out, It's going to be tough, but of course they're going to do face masking. So they said in football, volleyball, and soccer, all coaches, staff, and non-competing personnel will be required to wear face masks, face coverings on the sideline, and physical distancing will be employed to, whatever extent they can. When it comes to cross country, competing student athletes are required to wear a face covering at the starting line, which may be removed when proper distancing has been achieved. Coaches and staff associated with cross country competitions, of course, they'll same as the above, right? And they have an oversight officer and different types of protocol when it comes to temperature checking and all that. But again, these are college kids used to being able to have the freedom for the most part. And what? Come on, man! Did you see the NFL player? I can't think of his name, Bobby. You probably know his name. That got caught sneaking in the groupie.
Oh, the Broncos.
Oh yeah,
from Oklahoma State, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that. He was undrafted at that. Like, dude,
yeah, undrafted rookie. Man, if I'm an undrafted rookie and I got rostered for training camp, do you know I'll be in bed at 9 p.m. I'll be up at 6 a.m. like, hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, look, I got an extra thermometer in case the other ones break. Like, I'm like, you got your shot. Or no, not the Broncos, the Seahawks. The Seahawks, right? And
look it up.
And literally, like, you got dismissed from the team. Like, you work your tail off to get in a situation, and you do all this to get a female in the, like, you done put her in Broncos gear and everything. Like,
I mean, he got creative.
Like, that's the thing. It's just like your priorities. For lack of a better word, your priorities is fucked up.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what gets me? Watching the NBA, they got the chairs for the players like 6-8 feet apart up on the sidelines, right? And let's keep social distancing. When they all come and huddle when one comes to the sideline, and then they go back to their seats. I'm like, well, y'all just ruined everything those seats were spaced out for being for. I'm like, good grief. And they're interviewing 15 feet apart after the game, and I've seen 4 or 5 people like hugging each other way off in the background. I'm like, man, y'all need to take this serious or not do it at all. One of the two. That's what I think.
But at the same time, the NBA, they have 0 positive tests
as
of late. So, I mean, obviously the bubble situation, Lex, WNBA, they got 0 positive tests.
As far as I know, don't quote me on that because I'm personally
publicly. But you know, the NBA after, I think it was Russell Westbrook was probably the last one that came in, and since then they've had 0 positive tests. So, but then again, like you said, they're in a bubble, they're professional athletes. But you know, the NFL guys, like, come on, dude, like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy.
I want to know just how much of a bubble are they in?
The NBA?
The NBA. Is it like armed guards, gated community?
They seem to be running into each other a lot. I was just on Instagram.
Like after the games and between the games and their off time, what kind of a bubble are they in?
I mean, I think when we say bubble, it's a very large area.
Is it controlled?
How controlled? Somewhere where after the what was it, Denver and Utah played earlier. Mm-hmm. I forget who it was, but he ran into Donovan Mitchell, who had a crazy game. Donovan Mitchell was sitting outside at like a table and chairs on the phone with ice on his knees, and he ran into him like after the game. So, I mean, I think it's rather large, but it's still contained to an extent. So
yeah, it's pretty much like they're playing overseas. So like they have a portion of that resort or whatever, and then all the teams
they have a compound at Disney right now.
Yeah, basically. And what it sounds like is obviously it's not obvious. What it sounds like to me is when I played for the USA team in the Pan American Games in Brazil, they pretty much built a compound for all the athletes, like because Brazil is so dangerous. and like you weren't supposed to go outside of that compound without escorts. Inside though, you had food, you had places where you can get calling cards or whatever you need to be able to contact your family. It was one big
It's like an Olympic Village.
yeah, pretty much. There was a buffet, a multicultural buffet, because obviously you got people from around the world, but we all had one spot to eat. But you also had little like grocery stores, little quickie marts type stuff, liquor store, restaurants. I mean, little grocery stores if you're trying to cook something in your room. So I mean, it's like that, but on steroids, obviously, because they're in Orlando. But I think it's something similar to that, Bobby.
Well, I was wondering because like their food, are they able to get DoorDash, or do they have team provided food? What all? I was just curious what this bubble was and just how controlled it was.
I don't think they're supposed to leave, honestly, because remember, unless it's like a medical emergency or a family emergency or something like that, or obviously business, if they're doing some type of endorsement, something that has to do business wise.
What about their
Uh,
family? Is their family allowed to come visit, or no family?
nope,
No.
nope.
Wow, that's about like being in the Navy.
Yeah, pretty
Just
much,
6 months.
But I did see something though where they were talking about the protocols for family visitors because they, obviously the players, they have kids, wives, husbands, and whatnot. So
Did you see the game where the Phoenix Suns had their family virtually announce their lineup?
nah,
Oh, that's cool.
It was really dope. Like they had their family kind of streaming live on the jumbotron, and they announced the starting lineup. Um, so the families announced, like from the University of Tennessee, starting guard, whatever. So that was really dope, and the players didn't know about it until it happened.
I
yeah,
wonder
that
what the
was.
ratings are right now on TV. They should be through the roof as bad as we're wanting sports. Are they
Right?
through the roof? Have you heard anything about the ratings?
Yeah, I don't
Uh,
know.
I'm not
Hey
sure. I would
Siri,
imagine that it's up. I
what's the
mean,
TV ratings for NBA?
Sorry, I can't help with reviews for TV shows.
What? I don't
Do
know.
that again. We need to have a segment. Ask Alexis or whatever it's called there.
Alexa, don't
Alexa.
hype Alexa.
Oh man. I really, yeah, y'all make me because I like to do my research. So now I'm about to look this up if y'all see me distracted. I
I
do.
No,
know. I'm
look it
looking it
up.
up too.
Carry it on, Jaimel.
Yeah, go
They
ahead.
said it's up 7%.
Oh
Really?
yeah.
Wow. I'm not
Um,
surprised. I'm not surprised.
yep, it's up 7% since the restart. Um, but also on Facebook, our boy Josh said, "What's good? What's up,
What's,
Josh?"
What's
what
up,
up,
Josh?
Josh?
And Slay said Jamal Murray. I think that's the player.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
who
the
that's
dude's
who
name.
ran into Donovan Mitchell. Um,
I see over here on
so
YouTube, Dennis Wilson's flapping his gums. University of Miami fan said Catfish Tennessee football should just forfeit that schedule. Nope, we don't forfeit nothing in Tennessee. And what else did he say? He said he dressed her up
forfeit.
to make it look like she was a part of the team and got caught. What?
Oh yeah, he's talking about the football player.
That
He's talking
football
about
player, yeah.
Well, glad to have you, Dennis. But we're not
yeah.
forfeiting nothing in K
Um,
Town.
so the SEC. So also with the SEC plan, they're also still planning to play the SEC championship. They pushed it back to the week before Christmas, December 19th, in Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz. How you feel about that?
I,
Go ahead, Bobby. Go ahead.
I don't care if they push it back long as they have it.
You can't play the sport without a championship.
No,
Like,
might as well not even play.
right. There's no point. What am I going to practice and risk injury? Like, no. We can sit here, we can get healthy, we can practice, we can fine tune every little thing that we do. And those who are going on to the next level, we can help you get there and focus on next year or whenever the season we'll be able to have championship games.
So obviously for the guys so let's just say, assuming the ACC, SEC, and Big 12 have their seasons, right? How much of an advantage is this for the guys that are looking to get drafted over your Pac-12, your Big Ten players? So those are your Power Five conferences right there. Of course, the mid majors. So it's just like you
Yeah.
have the
It's
SEC,
humongous.
ACC.
That's what it
It's
is. It's
huge. It's
humongous.
huge.
It is. It is.
It's huge.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be this new norm, whatever this is right now. I'm just really ready to see like when it levels out and it's manageable and things start to get somewhat back to normal and personable, and you see, things opening and the sports can be played without thinking, because I mean, as athletes, like you got to focus whatever
Yeah.
sport you play. If you're playing, probably honestly, if you're playing competitively, you should be focusing. I don't care how old you are, right? You should be focusing, even if it's a small task or it's an entire game plan as you move up. But how can I do that if low key I'm worried about, hey, you think everybody over here on this court went follow proper protocol? I'm not at risk. Now I'm thinking about non-sports things while trying to master my sport. And most athletes probably won't have that problem because you know how it goes. Once you start playing, you locked in. But there will be athletes who can't lock in like that or suffer from, anxiety or social anxiety. And, a lot of athletes do have mental health issues. So what about those people? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How would they be
Yeah.
able to really maximize their seasons to help them move up to whatever level they're seeking?
And I wonder what it's
Um,
going to do with the actual college football playoffs. Are they going to have that?
Right.
no,
Right.
NCAA canceled all championships.
Wow.
So
So,
cancel everything. Like I agree with Brian.
what?
Cancel everything.
But see, the thing is NCAA left everything up to the conferences. So, like
Okay.
right now, I think they said that the chief medical advisor or whatever for the NCAA has strongly advised against it. Like they're really against these three conferences trying to move along with playing football. Like, but they can't do anything about it because it's
Right.
up to the conference. So, but they've already said there will be no NCAA fall championships. Period. So no soccer, no volleyball, no cross country, no football, whatever other fall sports. Is
It's
over with.
gone. It's dead. It.
So
Well, I come
so
from a
really,
time, I'm in my 50s. I'm not trying to say how old I am, but I'm in my 50s. I remember when the SEC championship meant more to a Tennessee fan than the national championship. The conference, the SEC championship meant a lot. Now that those days are long gone. But I wonder how much pressure these conferences are going to have between now and kickoff to cancel the season
I think
from
they're gonna
other
have a lot of pressure.
conferences.
I mean, you have again, the athletes want to play. They're at that age where that's what they want to do. That's what they came to school to do outside of get their education. And since the campus is shut down or whatnot, or classes aren't the same or whatever else is happening, um, they still want to play. They still want to get better. They're still trying to pursue. Most of them are still trying to pursue their dreams of being a professional athlete. Now, on the other hand of that, you have to think about the families, and at the end of the day, these are young men and young women, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, as grown as they are, they still babies in a sense, right?
mm-hmm.
And they don't necessarily know what's best for them. And if you're not going to be competing for a championship, matter of fact, let's get back to the fact if you're not going to have school or allow them to be true students, student athletes, I don't think you should have a season anyway. If it's not safe enough for me to get my education, why is it safe enough for me to play sports?
I hear you.
My
I hear
daddy
you.
just ingrained education first. I know because I
Right.
was pretty much flunking, y'all. Don't tell nobody, but when y'all read my book and watch my documentary when it drops, y'all gonna see, man. Y'all gonna be like, oh my god, Hornbuckle was crazy. But my daddy just education first. So Yeah, I had a time where I lost complete focus, and he was not playing no games. I could not play any sports, and then I graduated with above a 4.0 GPA. So, you know,
Hey,
Awesome.
amen, Father God, amen.
amen, amen,
You know
amen.
what I'm in the mood for?
Uh oh,
Let's see if
Rocky Top.
let's see if
Oh, my
I've
bad.
got a sound effect for what I'm in the mood for. Hold on. I used
Find
to-
it, and while you find it, Denise said that the Wubble just added a hair salon sponsored by Mountain Dew. Thank you for sharing that information. I
Right.
think that's dope and much
That's
needed. The men
awesome.
have a barbershop, so the women need a hair salon. Period.
Absolutely. Also, y'all, look,
Blake,
chime in.
what
What's
up,
up,
Blake?
Blake? Also chime in, y'all. 865-424-1342. Call in, give us your thoughts. You know, today we just talking current events, sports.
Yep.
Lex, what you know about that basketball season right now?
Honestly, I don't know too much. I'm pretty sure there's so much more I need to learn. I probably need to call Coach Harper or the staff or somebody on campus and really start to figure it out, especially since Bobby and I are about to start doing a Lady Ball segment and keeping up with the news and everything. And but anyway, I do know that players have arrived. You know, there are players there that have already been players there. I know the girl, the transfer or the new girl from Spain. I know she landed. So she's there. Um, I hope again. I hope they use this to get everyone healthy. Right? There's no rush, but also to help bring back that legacy mindset of the true Tennessee way. Right? What it is truly to be a Lady Ball past Summit style, but in a remix or a rendition, led by Kelly Harper, right? But at the end of the day, get back to defense, and rebounding is what wins championships, right? Defense, rebounding, free throws. Everybody can score at that level. So what are you doing to stop people from scoring, taking care of that basketball, fighting from the beginning, from the jump ball to the last buzzer? I hope that's what's going to happen. I hope they challenge these girls to a level that they've never been challenged before, because that's what it took for us. It literally, a lot of players, and I've had moments of this where you really feel like coaches breaking you down to build you up, right? Like challenge you till you literally mentally or physically couldn't reach that challenge or beat that challenge. And then all of a sudden now you can beat that challenge and any other challenge. So I hope that's what happens. I don't know if that's happening. I gotta do my research, y'all. No excuses, no excuses. But I've been busy.
Hey, it's all good. I know for SEC soccer, they haven't made a final decision on the schedule, but right now, at minimum, they'll start after September 1st. I know my girls went into preseason last week, got all those fitness tests in. So I know there are some conferences that just cancel. Obviously, Pac-12, Big Ten, they cancel stuff across the board. Um, but I know at least minimum September 1st, which they've also pushed volleyball and cross country back as well. So the Ivy League and the Patriot League called stuff off. So it's gonna be interesting. I have one of my clients. She has a sibling that plays at the Ivy League, plays football, and they called off his entire season. And schooling is virtual, so he's up in the Northeast. So it's just it's just like
Nobody
dang,
knows, man.
what do
Nobody
you
knows.
do? So I don't know. It's crazy. Honestly, I had all my college girls are gone now. So all the ones that I trained over the summer, and I talked to a couple of them. A couple of them, obviously, I have some in the Big 12. I got some in SoCon, all over the place, really. And it's like some of them seasons have been canceled. Some of them, a lot of soccer that have been canceled is more or less postponed to like January to try to get a spring season in. Which for women's soccer, I still think that's a viable option because,
Right.
in terms of the NWSL, I think the girls would much rather play their college season and then maybe go into, pro is their next step in doing that. But I think it's a viable option. Obviously, when it comes to NFL, going into the NFL draft, going to the NBA draft, it's a little bit tough, more or less for NFL more than anything because you got combine. Obviously, NCAA basketball, y'all still play in the spring anyway. That's
Right,
when you
right,
in the thick of it.
right.
So I think if you shorten that in the basketball season, I think a shortened basketball season really only benefits you a little bit because you don't have all the wear and tear. And then, you come to March Madness and it's like, so I mean, for basketball, if they push basketball and you start in December, or whatever the case may be, and you work from December on and you abbreviate your non-conference, I mean, I think that kind of works in your favor a little bit. What you think?
I mean, I think it does, but again, for me, it just all boils down to you can't create an isolated situation for these college athletes the same as you can for the pros.
Sure can.
You don't have the same resources and budget that these teams and organizations have. Um, and so I'm just overall uneasy about it. Now, as an athlete, I want to see some sports. You feel me? Like, I'm trying to see people play and compete, but also I don't want to see anybody get seriously ill or possibly lose their life over a game.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like, to me, it's just it just ain't worth it. But Bobby, what do you think? And then take us back to kind of how you was feeling. Me and Boog
Oh,
kind of just hopped on a whole different thing.
yeah,
But go
yeah,
on.
yeah. Y'all stole the show.
We
We
know
are
for
the show. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
Hey, we
y'all are
know
the
for
show. I'm just a producer. Now I'm in the mood to give something away.
Hey, let's do it.
Oh,
We
Let's
got to
do
give
it.
something
I know
away.
y'all better remember that phone number. Let's go.
Yeah, 865-424-1342. Call in and we'll probably give you something for free. Another
Christian.
thing, you mentioned that you're going to be covering the Lady Vols. We've got a thing on volunteerroadshow.com. Anybody that likes to write about sports, and we're really looking for people of color to
Minorities.
get into minorities, to get into sports media writing. You can go on to volunteerroadshow.com, and up at the top on the menu, there's a place that says become a writer. You can submit a sample. And I've got
Right.
an editor that will review it and maybe get back with you on that. And we're not just Lady Vols. We're looking for writers for any kind of Tennessee athletics. And
I
but
think
go,
it's awesome.
go to volunteerroadshow.com, and we're going to give something away. And I'm just feeling good. I'm feeling good. We got a
Hey,
cornhole
Bobby, I'm
tournament
feeling good.
Saturday. We've got some VFLs coming to Knoxville Tap House on Peters Road. We're going to play some cornhole. And Billy says he's undefeated and he's going to win it all. Of course, me and Billy played at his house this weekend, and he did beat me. But I think I could take him. If I had, at least 30 minutes of practice, I believe I could beat him.
Look, if I could be in Knoxville this weekend, I think
You
I
need
can
to
hold
come.
it down to some cornhole. I got a coach, Bobby. I got a coach. But I would definitely love to be in Knoxville for cornhole.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm supposed to be in Chattanooga spending my dad's birthday with my brother and my nieces and my parents on like
You gonna make that quick drive real quick?
yeah, August 28th through September 1st. And I'm like, what day is this on? Saturday? Bobby?
Saturday, every Saturday, and we're probably going to run it all the way through October, weather permitting. And it's raising funds for Sam Strong. Good.
Hey, you know what we
good
should do? We
organization.
should book. Let's plan a weekend.
Yeah,
where we
let's
can
film
both
the
go down there.
collective out of Knoxville.
Yeah, we'll do the collective out of Knoxville. We'll make it we can do it live from the cornhole tournament.
We're going to be streaming it
absolutely.
live too. Absolutely.
We can do some challenges. We can give away some things. We can have people come up. As long as we wear your mask, we can do autographs or pictures. And just have conversations because Boog and I are the type of athletes and people. We're very, very sociable. So we enjoy talking to people who appreciate, sports and life and love, togetherness, and equality and justice. So if you're about any of that, if you're about all of that, Juju on the beat. Look
You
at
on the
Jupiter.
beach.
And Tap House has got about 30 different beers there. And if you're with Volunteer Roadshow, you mention Volunteer Roadshow in any way, shape, or form, you get free sweet tea the whole entire day.
Hey, listen,
Can't
I'm
beat
more of a
that with a
lemonade
wooden
person.
stick.
I'm
Huh?
more of a lemonade person than a sweet tea.
Well,
Give me
y'all
that
are
sweet
y'all
tea.
are with
He
the
from the
crew.
East Coast. I'm from the South, Bobby. Give me the sweet
Yeah.
tea.
Well,
I want diabetic coma sweet
oh
tea.
yeah, sweeter than McDonald's. McDonald's got some good sweet tea.
They
They
do.
do.
They always have. And
Yeah.
I'm not even a sweet tea fan.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, y'all are with the show, so y'all get whatever you want. You get free food and all that stuff. So when you, yep. When you volunteer roadshow, Tap House takes care of you like a king. And I got great food, great pizza.
Hey, you know what? That just makes me feel like
That's
we should do an
solidified it,
event
right?
there to say thank you. We should do something there.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. We
get back to Sam.
like, we got to set a date.
Yep, we'll
Yep.
set a date. We can do the cornhole tournament. We can do something where people you come spend some money. You come
We'll have
eat,
merchandise there. You can buy shirts, hats, stickers,
all of
license
that, all
plates.
of that. And if we can plan this right, you guys, we could probably do some type of auction. You know,
Oh,
for the
yeah.
very cost of a couple of things, and then just make it fun.
Soccer
Absolutely.
balls, go basketballs, you know.
Oh yeah. Let's make that. Actually, you know what? We're gonna make that happen.
Yeah, I think we just put that in the air.
Oh yeah.
We
Oh
just
yeah.
put that
We
in
got
the
a
air.
basketball for sale too. I might even give this away to the next person that calls. Free Tennessee blacked out basketball. Give us a call.
let's
In case
go.
y'all forgot, give him the number, Lex. What's the number? Call it
Hey,
in.
okay, 865-424-1342. That's what it is. Y'all, I normally have it on my notes, and then I was doing the SEC protocol, so I looked down. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see the number. It freaked me out.
It's okay.
But Bobby does a great
Unfiltered.
job of putting it in the description. So I was able
And
to
and it's right there below my picture. See?
Oh, yep. I see it.
No
Call the show.
excuses now, and I put it in the comments.
Oh yeah.
Just somebody
Hey, I
come
do
say
have a
hi.
question.
Go ahead.
It has zero to do with anything we've been talking about. Y'all
all right.
know me, knows my eyes is my mind is random. And you know how you can attach different screens to like your laptop and make it a multi-screen?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any recommendation of like a brand, or does anybody like a brand or a website? Because I want to do that.
You mean for your computer, you want to have multiple screens so you can work easier?
Yeah.
First of all, does your computer have two HDMI plug-ins on it?
Nope.
If it
No.
doesn't, there is a
You got to get the
Duma
you gotta
Flitzy
get the
hub
adapter.
adapter that goes into USB, and you just set up two monitors, and they're great for like editors and things that I do. So you're not what she's got right there, and you just go into settings on display. I believe it's display setting. I'm not that up on Mac. I'm talking about for PC, but it is really nice to have two monitors.
I got it.
Yep.
But okay, yeah, I appreciate that. Sorry guys, I just had a question. I get to work and my mind goes everywhere.
What did Big Vol Daddy say? He said extra sweet or it ain't power tea. That's right.
Hey,
I like
that.
it.
I like that. Big Ball Daddy.
All right,
like it.
Bobby, what you got to give away? What we got?
I'm gonna give away a basketball, a Tennessee blacked out basketball, official size.
Official size for the
It's
men's,
got
which
the
is
silver
29.5.
tee on it though. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like knocking my own product, and I love selling stuff. But if it's gonna have a tee, it needs to be orange. By God.
Fact.
You know?
Hey,
But this
That's
is the
what
new,
we're-
this
that's
is
what
the
we're
new
known
style.
for.
This is the new style. It's called blacked out. But I'm gonna give it to whoever calls in and says "Go Vols." Don't call in and say "Roll Tide" or "Go Dogs" or anything. You got to say "Go Vols" when you call in, and I'll give
Go
it
balls, and you have
Go
to state
Vols.
your full government
Yep,
name.
yep.
So that all your
Hey,
to
friends
you. No
let's do
troll.
Let's do it. Call in now. Go ahead and grab that. And you're right. That orange power tee would have made that black pop too.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sandra Garcia, hey baby. She said, "Hey Juju." She don't care about me.
She needs
cares
to
about
call
me.
in. Why don't you just call in?
Babe, call in if you watch it. She was cooking. I'm not gonna lie.
Is she a
cooking.
Tennessee fan?
Absolutely.
Well, absolutely.
Converted.
By default, Bobby, you cannot be in a relationship with me and not become a Tennessee fan. Now she's still a Demon Deacon, Wake Forest alumni. But at the end of the day, I will say I see her in more orange than black and gold.
That is true. I see her in more orange than black and gold.
Well,
And
see,
me and Brooke-
now that you tell me she's from Wake Forest, I got a bone to pick with her. Me and Billy was having a betting contest in football this year. And I laid about $100 on Wake Forest to cover against Duke, and man, they laid an egg on me. I lost $100 on Wake Forest, and Billy told me that was a bad bet, but I had a feeling. So tell her Demon Deacons let me down this year.
Oh man, they lost you some money. She said, "I can't say go Vols. I can say go Wake." Yep.
Oh, she lied.
We ain't got no Wake Forest stuff.
That's a whole lie.
We've got an autographed football for Tennessee. Now that's got the orange. That's what should be on the basketball.
You need a Tennessee basketball, like a Lady Vol basketball though.
I can't find them. I've looked everywhere.
No, we need to make the Lady Vol. We need to find out how much this would cost us.
We used to make them during soccer camp back when I was around, but that don't happen anymore.
I'm saying, yeah, you make like a softball, basketball, like so people can start to get the memorabilia out to their friends and families, and supporters and even fans can support their Lady Vols in their sports with the Lady Vol logo, not necessarily the Power T. Now, listen, I'm a Tennessee fan, but I got blood, sweat, and tears invested into Lady Vol. So it's very important to me because an important woman, Pat Head Summit, was the reason the Lady Vol logo and the separation was what it was, in my opinion.
I agree. And we've loaded up on Lady Vol merchandise because we're going to be covering it like no other. And you just keep watching the store every day. It takes time to add these items to the store. And I'm doing them manually. I've got somebody helping me. But keep watching. We've got license plate. You know the mirror? It looks like a mirror that you can actually see a reflect. It looks like a real mirror, and then it has Lady Vols and then the T on it. I've got some of them. Man, I got all kinds of Lady Vol gear.
I can't wait. Make sure
I'm gonna send you one for your car.
Oh, perfect. I want that. I want that.
Hey y'all, look! I just got one of my notifications on one of my ESPN notifications, and it said, so when the NFL begins, the NFL is allowing fans.
Full capacity fans?
No. So the Kansas City Chiefs, obviously reigning
are they still called the Chiefs?
Champs, right? Huh?
Are they still called the Chiefs?
Yes, currently. The Redskins, or who
is Washington football team.
Yeah, what are they going to call Washington? I heard they were changing their name. What are they changing it to?
They took Redskins away, but
we got to replace it with something.
There's no replacement at the moment, I don't believe.
You know what's crazy? They quickly got creative for names, but as soon as you had to remove racism or prejudice,
right. It's like,
nobody has nothing to come up with. Like, seriously, guys, come on, we gotta do better as a society. But go ahead. I'm sorry, I defer.
No, you good. So the Kansas City announced that so they're gonna operate at 22% of stadium capacity, which last year attendance, it would hold, the new Arrowhead Stadium was 72,936. So they're gonna sell 22%, which is 16,000.
Man, that's gonna cost them a lot of money.
How are you gonna control that?
Well, not only how are you going to control that, Bobby had a good point. Like, they're going to be spending more than they're earning. That's going to be a fact. So that's not smart to me. That's just not smart.
Nope.
I wonder what tailgating is going to be like.
Their season opener is September 10th. Man.
Good question.
What did he say?
What's going to be like? Cause you got to have you can't go to a game without tailgating.
At all.
You know what? It's going to be private tailgates, and I think it's going to be a lot of river boats and people out there on the water, on the train. I think it's going to be a little more like that, or people renting out space, or restaurants are partnering up and having certain, tailgating or game day promos. And I think that's the only way to do it. I think local business should capitalize on this opportunity, though.
Hey, if they have a season, we're going to do just like last year. Billy and I are going to be at the Tap House, and we're going to have a pregame show. We're going to watch the game with you. We'll be streaming the game. We won't be able to see the game on our stream, but you'll be able to see our reaction. We'll interact with you in the comments, and we'll have our post-game call-in show, just like last year, if they got a season.
Hey, I
So,
think that's perfect. You know what? You making me feel like I need to live in Knoxville because I
yep.
would do that for all of the lady ball games for real.
Oh
But
yeah, we could do it for all the
Oh,
lady
we would
ball
be
games.
lit.
Yep.
yeah,
You know,
but
We
I
did
mean,
4 or
we can
5
still do it.
basketball games too.
Yeah, but we can still do it afar. Just I love to be in that environment, but maybe like once a month, depending on what they actually plan to do season wise,
Hmm.
game wise,
Yeah,
how often
absolutely.
they play. Maybe once a month, we can make that happen.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be dope. And just really start expanding. I think you gave us a unique opportunity here, Bobby and Billy, as far as Lady Vols, because as much as we are loved and appreciated and supported on campus, overall, once you leave, you're kind of on your own, and we're trying to do it differently. I know former being a AD is doing wonders on the men's side, but we need that same energy from coaches and administration on the women's side consistently for everybody. Make it all inclusive, not just the people who you view as worthy or superstars or whatever. And no, I'm not in my feelings, guys. I'm just speaking because we all still stay in contact and everybody had different statuses and different roles as athletes. And so, in the eyes of fans and even admins, your worth is, you're scaled, unfortunately.
Mm.
And so I believe and I'm appreciative of the platform that you have given us, Bobby, myself, and Bug as former Lady Balls. I mean, we put our heart and soul into all 4 years of competition, and we're just glad that we can come bring a different perspective from our Lady Ball, former Lady Balls, LVFLs, and of course what we do on Saturdays with Jarnell Stokes, VFL in the paint. But just thank you for opening this door for us.
For
Well, that's
sure.
just been our dream from the beginning. When I started talking to Billy, we just didn't know how to implement it because we didn't know
Right.
what we're doing. I'm just a regular Joe. Billy's a football player. He's a smart guy. We're both smart guys. We just had a dream and we just kept swinging. And we
Right.
lost a
Right.
lot of battles, but we haven't lost a war. And I said, we've got to have a way because I've seen so many examples of former players that unless you're really somebody, you
That's
really
what I
don't have a
mean.
chance.
Yeah.
You're driving a truck, you're delivering Pepsi, or you're even worse.
I've, I've done door to door water system sales in Texas. You know how
In
hot that
Texas.
is?
Oh yeah.
In your red
Helene, Texas.
polo.
In my polo.
Yeah.
In my red polo, I'm not gonna lie, you sell one system, it's a great commission, but obviously it's still I gotta go work door to door to make this type
Yeah.
of money just to survive, not even thrive. Uh yeah, man, the story's crazy. Our stories are crazy. Now, Bug is one of them people. She's like, I don't know. I think Bug's like low key my guardian angel. So don't get your head big though, Bug. Don't get your head big.
No, it's not. It's not. I'm
She's
humble
just a
pie over here.
Yeah, but no, she's a hard worker, and a lot of the reason I became the athlete that I was in my years at Tennessee is because we would literally go work out anytime, early morning, late morning, afternoon, late afternoon, evening, midnight hours. It didn't matter, but we were also pushing each other. Like if we're coming back from an injury, if one of us had a bad game, like, hey, I just need to go to the field, or I just need to go to the court, or let's do something. And whether that was we didn't have Pride at the time, so we would go to the T-Rec if it was a
Yay.
long live. And
Nah, we got that door open at TBA, that indoor.
yeah, we did have an indoor connect. It pays to appreciate people of all levels, y'all. I'm telling you.
And that event
I'm telling you.
staff, we knew everybody.
Yeah, the event staff, the janitor, from everybody. I spoke to everybody, but what I'm saying is, when you surround yourself with someone like you, Bug, and then we get this platform that we have dreamed and talked about, Bobby, for 15 plus years.
Mm.
Okay, we have literally been thinking and plotting on what's the best way to go. Do we write a book? Do we do a documentary? Do we have like our own little reality series? Like, what do we do for people to really get to know us unfiltered? Not what do we have to say for the university, or what am I supposed to answer or say in this interview, right? Or how am I supposed to look, act, or what am I supposed to say at this event? Welcome. My name is Alexis Hornbuckle, aka Buck. You guys are Mel Johnson, Double J, J Bug, or Bug Buggy, whatever you want to call her. You feel me? HB Horn Buck, Lexi, whatever. But we want y'all to get us. We want y'all to get to know us on a personal level
That's what it's
and
all
have fun
about.
and get facts. That's it. So thank you, Bobby, and thank you, Book. And yes, I might be tipsy, y'all. Go ahead.
Nothing wrong with that.
I think it goes hand in hand. I mean, of course, like, we were there for each other. Like, we had a really dope relationship, still do, obviously. But we push each other in different ways. And, of course, she was the crazy one that people saw. And I was probably the more, even keel, like, all right, bro, like, we can't end up in the Daily Beacon tomorrow. But nonetheless, like it was just, and that's what friendships like, there's certain people that come into your life and for reasons that you may not know for a while. But it's really dope for all this to come full circle. And when we started the collective, like we were literally just like, man, let's just throw it out there. Let's
trial and error, man.
We just gonna throw a little alley-oop, see how it goes. We just gonna throw up this Hail Mary real quick. And the only thing that we said from the jump was like, we're gonna be unfiltered. We're gonna give people our truth, and we're gonna stay consistent with it. And literally, like, here we are, like, next thing you know, 6 months, 7 months in, it's like Volunteer Roadshow, wants to host us, all this, and it's like, wait, what? So
I think people like hearing unfiltered. They're tired of the radio, ESPN, the TV. They want to hear how you really feel. That's why when in football season, why Fred White was so big on the videos we did, because he just gave it to you. Whatever Fred wanted to say, Fred said it how he wanted to say it. Now, he had to apologize the next week a couple times to his mama because he said some things maybe in a way that Fred normally says it, but he didn't want his mama to hear it. But anyway, go back and listen to some of them Fred White interviews. I will. And Jeff Coleman, man, they brought it.
I agree with you. Like 1,000%, Bobby, 1,000%. People do want the truth. Everybody don't want the truth. Everybody can't handle the truth. But the majority of the people who live an honest or modest life, they want the truth. They want to see how it breaks down outside of the eyes of the norm, or whatever the politically correct answer or viewpoint is. They really want to know from people who have been there and done that, who still watch, who still support, and like, what the hell is going on, or say, hey, y'all need to check this out. Like, y'all sleeping on ABC, or whatever it might be. I'm excited. And Coach Summit literally used to say, Hornbuckle, you know what? You're an I don't give a shitter. So,
that's the way I can hear her say it.
Never had a problem. Never had a problem speaking my mind, man.
That's the way I hear it. There's a question on YouTube, and then I guess we'll start wrapping this thing up.
Yeah, let's do it. Big Ball Daddy. Oh, who's the women's AD? Lex, and is former handling this, or is Jones still there? Unfortunately, once that whole movement of getting Coach out and trying to strip the Lady Vols from the name, we have one athletic department now. So former does have all control over that. There is no more Lady Vol AD and volunteer AD. Former is over everything. I'm okay with that in a sense of knowing his passion, love, and dedication to the university and its sports.
And his daughter, I mean, Allison, she played
softball.
She was there during Monica. She was with us. I mean, Allison, she was there with us. So, I think he has a certain allegiance to, obviously, I mean, as the AD, all sports, even though he was a football coach, I think, Lady Vols hold a special place in his heart simply because, he had a daughter that played at a very high level with Tennessee softball. So,
absolutely.
And if he halfway believes in ghosts, he's going to keep it straight, because he don't want the ghost of Pat Summitt coming back and straightening him out.
Right.
Yeah,
could you imagine if she had a ghost? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I agree. If she had a ghost, I mean, honestly, Phil, My neck rise right now. So I have a Pat Summit calendar, guys. I need to change it. So hold on, give me a second. I need to change it.
Jay Hornbuckle said, "I think it's genetics."
What's that? Oh yeah, definitely. Cause he the crazy one. So August, if y'all don't know, Orange Mountain Designs started this in last year in 2019. It's a Pat Summit calendar.
Awesome.
And every month you get a message. So for the month of August, it is success is always under construction, right? And it's I love how they kind of
Oh yeah.
pop
Oh
that
yeah.
orange, let you know who she is, where she's at. Um, but it's 12 months in a year, obviously, definite dozen. So each month represents a definite dozen.
Wow.
Pretty dope, pretty deep. I have the 2019 calendar. I have posters for the definite dozen. I have quotes from the summit. I have coaches' books all over the place because for me, if I'm not making her proud, I ain't doing it right.
Mm-hmm.
She is one of the true pioneers of women's basketball and the success of it.
Yep.
Especially Tennessee Lady Vols. Pat Summit was Tennessee, is Tennessee, and always
know it.
Tennessee Lady Vol basketball. Thank you, Coach. Rest in heaven. Feel me?
I got a
But
question before we go.
Okay,
It
what's
just
up?
come through my mind earlier. What did she think about Candace and them? And I'm sure there's a couple girls that can dunk the ball in practice or in a game. What was her philosophy on that? Like, put the ball in and quit playing around, or what?
Well, a dunk is worth 2 points, same as a layup.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. But was she excited and happy anytime CP would yak in a game? Of course.
All
It
right.
wasn't really a lot of dunking in practice because we practiced against young men.
Y'all were
They
rebounding in practice. That's what y'all were doing. Y'all were rebounding.
We were defending and rebounding. That's what we were doing.
Facts.
That's what we were doing. That's exactly what we were doing. So it wasn't a lot of that. But I ain't going, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to toot my own horn, Bobby. But I had bunnies,
Toot.
man.
A couple of bunnies.
I was putting it down, Bobby. But yeah, don't ask me. I'm just happy when I'm like in decent, moderate athletic shape, and I'm still able to grab the rim with ease. So I'm happy there. I ain't trying
When
to
you
dunk
come
no more.
visit us in
That's why I
Knoxville,
get the rim. I got the net though. I can get the net.
I can get the net, I think. Anyway, when you come to Knoxville to see us and see our studios, you need to be on my team when we
Okay.
play Isaac, Billy's boy. He's 14. He's getting tall now, but he's getting a little mouthy with me on the basketball court. I need some help.
Hey, I'm all down for it. Tag me in. Put
All
me
right.
in, coach.
I,
I'm ready.
I'm up in too a little bit. I'm all about the defense.
I'm bringing my ringer. See, we'll bring you up in a black limo, tinted windows. I said, here's my ringer, and you get out and have the music and everything. You take your warm up pants off, and I said, all right, Isaac, here you go.
Oh man, I love it.
Don't let a girl beat you, Isaac.
I'll be cracking up. I will be cracking up. But he's definitely got to know that I'm gonna come play him like he's an NBA star.
Oh yeah,
I don't know no other way.
Take it
I
easy.
don't know no other way. But I'm definitely down for it, Bobby. Let me know when I make that trip back to Knoxville. Not only are y'all gonna know as a people, but Bobby, I'm down for that.
All right,
Down
cool
for
deal.
Absolutely.
Bo, you got anything for us before we wrap up?
Nah, we gonna Billy. Bobby, we were just talking about Billy. Bobby, we gonna hold on to that basketball. We gotta get a caller for that. So we gonna hold on to that.
Yeah,
but,
we'll hold on to it. We'll give one away.
But nah, thank y'all for tuning in. Stay tuned in next week. We got another Lady Ball in the building, Lady Ball soccer. So definitely stay plugged in. She's still a Knoxville native. So definitely have some good energy, good vibes next week. So tune in next Monday. Lex, take us out. What we got?
Hey, listen, once again, thank you so much to Hound Dogs of Knoxville for all your love and support. Also, Tennessee Tap House on Peters Road. Just for the simple fact that we're doing cornhole almost every Saturday leading all the way through October, correct, Bobby?
Yep.
So I'm excited for that. We're gonna plan something. The collective is definitely gonna come to Knoxville to be a part of that somehow, some way. Also, thank you to Terry Holder at Orange Mountain Designs. They are having their new location on Gill Street in Alcoa opening, and then also just past it tutoring. K through 12, ACT, SAT, and PSAT prep. This is online learning, so obviously you don't have to worry about COVID protocols. You can call in from anywhere in the nation, anywhere in the world. So thank you again for tuning in. Happy Monday. Bobby, appreciate you filling in and stepping in and helping us out today.
I'm always here. Let's go out the Tennessee Waltz. Want me to play that on the way out?
Yes, let's do it. All right, man. We
The
love y'all.
band
Thank
playing
y'all.
it.
See you next Monday.
Let's go. Say bye, Juju.
Bye, Juju. Hey, I remember this after the championships.